The man came for revenge, but he politely knocked on his enemy's door. This was their first meeting. The man wanted to make sure he had the right person, so he asked to confirm their identity, but they wouldn't explain anything. Instead, they pulled out a gun. Faced with this situation, the man had no choice but to retreat for now. 1 minute later, he met his enemy a second time. The fight ended in 3 seconds. His men handled the cleanup. This was just the beginning, because someone had crossed his line. The man's name was Marcus, a battle-hardened active military officer. While he was on a mission, he suddenly got devastating news. His wife had an accident on an intercity train. A man kindly gave up his seat to a mother and daughter, not knowing this would save his own life. The moment the man stood up, disaster struck. When the man woke up, the train car was completely destroyed. His act of kindness saved his life. The woman in his seat died instantly. Looking at the surviving daughter, he didn't know how to face his complicated feelings. Marcus rushed from base to the hospital. Staring at his wife's cold body, he held his lover's hand. He felt overwhelming guilt. If only he'd been there with them, maybe the accident wouldn't have happened. When Otto, the man who gave up his seat, saw the news reports, he knew this was no accident. It was premeditated murder, because among the 11 people who died, 2 were mob witnesses. They were supposed to testify the next day, to expose the mob boss's crimes, but they died in the accident. Otto realized this was the mob's plan to silence them, because he clearly remembered. At the stop before the accident, a strange man got off early, and threw away a barely touched sandwich and drink. All signs pointed to him being the killer. So to confirm his suspicions, Otto found his hacker friend Lena, asked him to dig up information on certain people. They quickly discovered, the man always sat in the second row of the second car due to OCD. Once the mob boss knew this pattern, assassinating him became easy. The man who got off early had visited the accident site the night before. All evidence showed this was no coincidence. After hearing their analysis, Marcus asked why they didn't tell the police. Turns out they'd already gone to the station. The cops didn't believe them. Using facial recognition, they found a 95.84% match. Everyone was shocked when they left, because that person's identity wasn't simple. He was the mob boss's brother. That's when Marcus completely lost it. After Marcus dealt with the man, he had others handle the scene. While Jess searched for cleaning supplies, he discovered someone else in the house. They'd seen everything that just happened, but Jess didn't tell the others. After erasing all traces, they returned to the car. Jess still kept quiet about it. What he didn't know was how much trouble that person would cause them.